Okay, how do we present cases in the courts of heaven? Um, and I just simply make this statement. We present cases by putting God in remembrance. Now, remember that the court received, the books were open. Why? What's in the books? The prophetic destiny, the prophetic purpose of God. You have to have some prophetic sense of what's in those books, okay? So you present a case by putting God in remembrance of what he has prophetically stated. So listen, you can have heard something from God. Bring that before God. Someone could have prophesied something over you. Bring that before God. See, what are you doing? I promise you, if it's real prophetic, it's written in a book. It's written in the books of heaven. So I put him in remembrance. See, Isaiah 43:26 is clear. It says, he says, put me in remembrance. Let us contend together. State your case that you may be acquitted. See, in other words, he said the way you put God, or the way you state your case, the way you present a case before the Lord is by putting God in remembrance. Now, why is this important? You say, well, wait a minute. God knows everything. Why should I need to tell him something? Well, here's what you got to get. A judge in the natural sitting on a bench in a court, he can only render a verdict based on the evidence presented. If the prosecution or the defense doesn't present evidence, he can't rule on it. He can't just decide, oh, wait, I know something they don't know. So, no, he can only rule on evidence presented. So when God says, put me in remembrance, he's saying, don't forget to tell me as judge the things I already may know, and I do know because I'm the sovereign Lord, but you got to present them as evidence. You got to remind me of my word. You got to remind me of my promises. You got to remind me of what I prophetically said. Come before the court and remind me and present your case and add your faith to that which I have said. That will speak before me in my court, and it will give me the legal right to render to render verdicts and decisions in your behalf. Okay, so that's the main way that I present cases in the courts. I put God in remembrance because he cannot rule on evidence not presented.